Welcome Amakhosi Network, welcome to the channel. I did say I will expose myself, but before I get to that, guys, today we're discussing that Kaizer Chiefs and Sekhukhune game. We're doing player ratings and we're just summing up the year because it's been a big year, big year. I'm even live, can you believe? But anyway, guys, first of all, let me start by saying this. Please like and subscribe and just comment. I enjoy your feedback, and yeah, there's a lot of things in my prep. I wrote things down today for those who keep complaining like, hey, but yeah, so I wrote some things down that I'm gonna chat about. But before we get into that, I have two major shout outs to two members who are subscribers and members, and these are the two guys who have been pushing their channel from like inception because they became members very soon, and that is Utemba Spusiso Shezikabo. Temba, you have been the #1 member. You pay $20 to the channel and you help the channel grow, and you keep us like you help the channel grow. And in that, when we do the skipper awards for the Amakhosi members, then that means that it's your contributions that are gonna help me supply a Kaizer Chiefs subscriber with a shirt, and that also is Mbongeni Nyawo. Mbongeni, also you shout out to you, Baba. You see, you guys are the ones. Someone is gonna wear a skipper because of what we're putting into this channel. So guys, please keep putting in support. Join if you can. It's $20. I know it's difficult economy, but if you can, do it. And there's also that little heart lapa. Eti support, eti thank you. But anyway, other than that, happy new year. Happy new year, guys. Happy new year. Happy. Yo kalama cricket, yo kalama bottle, yo kamla song of the year, yo. But yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Blessings to everyone who have watched, even if you haven't subscribed, who have blessings to you. 2024 is our year, and I want to say 2024 is an important year. So please go and register to vote. It is our country. First and foremost, it is our country. Let's fight for our country. Mandela, Walter Sisulu, the white struggle heroes, blacks are Indian, it doesn't matter. The people who fought for our freedom gave us the right to vote, and the people who are in power now, but yeah, so we won't get into that. I just want to say it's important for South Africa. But yeah, let's jump into it. Okay, guys, I've been trying to structure how I want to talk about this and everything, but let me just kick it off with player ratings because I know some of you want player ratings. But then after that, I am going in hard on what is happening in our season. So let's go quickly. Bruce Buvuma, one of his best performances. You guys can complain about the goal, how his positioning is, but it was an offside goal. So in that, I will say Bruce Buvuma will learn from having considered that goal, even though it was offside. But at the same time, Bruce, I'm going to give you a 9. I don't give people 9s just in J, but that the boy saved us in so many chances. There's so many snapshots that have happened over the past 3 to 4 games that he's been a keeper, and he has helped us. So let me say Bruce Buvuma, 9. I can't say anything about that. Next one is Hlanti, 5. Even I want to give you a 4. I want to give you a 4. Because Hlanti, as good as you are, age is showing, you are winning because of experience. Like your experience is so vital sometimes. You help us in the smaller nyana things, but at the same time, your age exposes you, and that is what gets us hit. Some teams are just too slow to figure out that Hlanti is slow. So instead of making one person attack Hlanti, do 2. But anyway, I won't help them. Sinyash. But then Dove, I'm gonna give a 6. A lot of people are very critical of Dove as a center back, but I always say balance, guys. Dove brings balance. Please go watch the past 4 games. Watch how we comfortable in defense. Where have we been where our defense has been comfortable? When we played Msimango and the Dog, we were not comfortable. But now when it's Msimango, Ungobo, all of these guys are not comfortable, but Udov and Msimango just look like a perfect thing. Because one, Msimango is height, and Msimango like has pace also. But Dove is the thinker of the team. But when we have Ditloko and Msimango, they can't think. So Dove thinks, Dove screens, Dove is like the mind of the defense, because he can see things that these guys don't often pick up. Yes, he will have smaller mistakes there. Yeah, we know, but yeah, his mind is out. Even though I still like Kutitloko as a center back because I think he's solid. But yeah, Dove, I give a 6 to 6.5. It wasn't the greatest. Msimanga, I'm actually going to give a 7. He had a solid performance. I liked how he closed down players and how he controlled the right side. Frosler. A lot of people are going to expect me to give you like a 6 or a 7. Frosler, I am going to give you a 5.5. Ask me why, me bro. Why am I giving you a 5.5? It's not because I have a problem with you per se. It's because you have been playing in that position for a while, but your delivery into the box is still poor. Your combination going forward is still poor. And what irritates me is that you get the most space. What do I mean by that? Explain yourself. Because you process now saying, I'm a bro, me, I crossed the ball into the box. What say you know? And I'm going to tell you what, Frosler. Crossing is not enough. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Have you seen his cross where it's like, it's anyone's ball? No. Trent Alexander finds heads. He makes it difficult for the keeper to decide, must I come out or not come out? Frosler, you just do this chip of yours that's like, this is how your leg goes. You just do that. And then the ball loops into the box. No, we need venom, Baba. You must now learn how to hit that ball with pace. So it just goes and then comes back. It finds a hit. Let's make the defenders worry. So that's my problem with Frost. That's why I'm giving 5 points. You can't play every game, get the best crossing positions, and keep looping the ball into the box. Mtetwa, I'm going to give a 6. Mtetwa, not his best game. This game exposed that he's not so comfortable, like at the back, especially when we need him to like hold and be comfortable. What I'm saying is, take out Mtetwa, put in Andile Jali. Midfield looks very different. Not that the Andile Jali of today. I'm just saying a player like Andile Jali, because when he gets the ball, he will be comfortable to turn or what, he'll be more relaxed. And I think that's what they want to do with some Kelos one, but it's not working. So that Matt, I'm giving, Mteto, but I still say Mteto was not meant to be substituted. That is my opinion. Matt was meant to be substituted, but favoritism. There's very big favoritism. And I'm sure the players are starting to notice. Good. As Paleni squad, XYZ, because everyone loves Matt. And I'll tell you this. Why do people love Matt? Why? And it's not that we hate Matt. I often say Matt is good. But my problem with Matt is that sometimes he kills our play. There are so many instances in this game where Matt was going forward, he turned back. Going forward, he turned back. That chance that we scored now in this game here, what did Matt do? He could have easily went backwards to Bruce Bvuma because it felt like the attack was going back. He could have, that's what his natural thing is, to go back. But what did Matt do is like, we're not going back. We need a goal. He kicked the ball straight back to the danger area, found a player, we score. The last game we played against, who was it? Richards Bay. Matt got the ball in the midfield. What did he say? I'm not going back. He passed it straight to Nkosimpilo Ngcobo, goal. Matt against Cape Town Spurs, he got the ball on the wing. Instead of passing the ball backwards, he was like, I'm going to cross. I see Castillo in the box. He crossed, goal. What am I saying? That one chance oftentimes is Matt's forward pass, but the rest of the game is passing back. So imagine if Matt continuously passed forward, continuously found someone going forward. We would be talking about Cheese on 2 goals, 3 goals, because he has that pass in him, but because he has this negative thing, and I think it's because of Molefin's sake. The coaching he was doing, they were so negative. Every player became negative. But yeah, maybe even Arthur's one. But Arthur's one was more attacking, so I don't know. So yeah, so that's why I'm saying Matt, I'm going to give a 5.5. At some point, he has to be substituted. But when you substitute Matt, you need to put in the right player. The right player for Matt is a player like Umdu Shabalala, who is energetic and mobile. He can move from a defense to attack, defense to attack, defense to attack. But people like Zwane, they're lazy. So yeah, I'll say that. Ngcobo, I'm going to give a 4. We can a number 10 playing like this, who doesn't control the midfield. Guys, I really like Unqobo, but he's not unlocking. He's not unlocking his potential. We can blame coaches, we can blame whoever. Yes, I do agree that coaching has damaged a lot of players, and I will touch on this. Kuti, our coaching has damaged a lot of players, and I'll explain why. But sometimes Unqobo, mentally, he's not ready to own a number 10 position. Sometimes we have to be honest. So Unqobo, I'm going to give a 4. Modi, I'll give a 6.5 to 7. He had a decent game, but at the end, when he beat the player, I was like, Modi, it's the last seconds of the game. Shoot. Modi goes, cuts back, turns back, he passes no one. The chances go. We didn't even shoot. My problem with Chiefs sometimes is that we don't shoot in the box. We want to pass. And on top of that, when we pass, we even don't pass each other. And then next one is Dupree 6 to 6.5. Wasn't his best performance, but I've been saying play Dupree at 9, but I'll get to that. Next one, Gonzalez. Gonzalez 2. Me, I'm Pedile, I'm Sas. I don't know. Me, guys, I played strike at some point. I was better than this, but I'm not saying I'm the best striker, but a strike, you know how you know if you have a striker or not. A striker does not allow themselves to leave a game without at least 2 shots at a keeper. Whether you call him greedy, whether you call him what, he will not leave that game. Angagathatama shot. So at this point, Ranga is better. Ranga has greedy moments in the game, but you can tell it's his striker instinct. He's hungry. So Ranga has it. In games, we're like, why did Ranga shoot? Man, he should have passed. But it's his striker instinct. Good. The whole game and then get subbed without shooting. I never. Ngamane, they hate me. Okay. Because I'm a striker first. But Gonzalez, he will play the whole game. Because you strike. Who you shoot nini? No shot at goals. This is your striker, Baba. Huh? Okay. Substitutes. There wasn't really much in the substitutes. Zwane, lukewarm. If I rate Zwane, I'm gonna rate him a 1. Almost made us lose the game. Like, some people need to take their jobs serious. But Zwane, first game from injury, I can't judge him too much. But in my opinion, this was not a game for Potsani. It was more a game from Dushabalal. But who am I? And then the other subs, you know what? Our subs, I feel like Kevin Johnson didn't. Our subs weren't perfect. Why am I saying our subs weren't perfect? If I was Kevin Johnson, I feel like I would have put Solomons as a right wing. Maybe move Dupree as the left, put Solomons as a right wing. Because we just needed pace. Because they were struggling with pace. Yes, Saile was in the game. Maybe I leave Saile on the right wing. But find a way. Leave Dupree as a striker, yes. Leave Dupree as a striker. Maybe substitute Modi and bring Solomons. Maybe move Saile to the left, Solomons to the right. And say bomb. We're bombing, putting balls in the middle. Then remove Unqobo because it doesn't create numbers in the middle. Put in Shabalala. First thing you tell Shabalala. Box entry. Castillo is not here today. So, Shabalal, when I'm putting you in, make sure you're in the box. Every time, make sure you're in the box. That is what game plan we needed in this game. But so, Kevin Johnson, what's my rating for him? I'm going to give Kevin Johnson, I won't be harsh on him. I'm going to give him a 5.5 to 6. It will be unfair. I'm not going to be that person who is going to take historical things to rate a coach. Oh, by the way, this video is going to be quite long, so just be prepared. So, yeah, I'm not someone who's going to take this and, like, yeah, be harsh on Kevin Johnson. We played brilliant in touches. The only thing I'm critical of is that we are starting to look more comfortable from defense to middle. The first 2 phases before the last phase of the final third. But in the final third, the ball slows down. We're comfortable defense, comfortable midfield. Not comfortable like 100%, but you can tell go to the training sessions of building the comfortability, meaning something is happening that is right. But then, final third, the ball slows down. People run out of ideas. People are not unlocking. Like no one has the key. But there's no one okenikayo avula ifestere ngebhatla ngiyangena noma ningifile. There's no one like that. So that's my problem with Kevin Johnson. But it's a process. Now he's going to have the January AFCON period to really have a preseason, because he's been saying he hasn't had the time to really put his philosophy in the team. He has had to bring in gancane because he has to win. The biggest thing he needs now is to win, because you can't be fighting philosophy when losing, because you can't really do that. He can build his philosophy on top of having a good record, which he does have so far. So, and this goes back to what I was saying last season. Kevin Johnson was sitting at home before the start of the season, but Kaizer Jr. decided to bring Molefe Ntseki while Kevin was sitting. Imagine if Kevin Johnson had the preseason. Think about it. Would he have been the best coach? No. But would he have been better than Molefe Ntseki? Yes. How many points could we have right now? Maybe 33. How many losses? We have like 6 losses now. I think Kevin Johnson would have won at least 3 of those 6 losses and maybe draw. Or maybe we would have like 3 losses. Maybe we would have had 2 additional wins, 1 draw. You like changes. Now you're in top 2. That's how it works. But yeah, now let's kick it off. That was the player ratings. Now I get to the juicy stuff. We are going into the new year positive, but we have to also be critical. So there are things I'm going to address you as fans, Nina. But yeah, before I get to that, let's start. Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson has had a difficult time. His record now is going to say 4 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. The first game against Arrows. Can we really count it as his first game? He was coach on Monday. He was coach on Tuesday, actually. The game was on Saturday. He just got there and said, guys, I don't have time to do. Let's just try organize. Arrows was coming in form. They were beating everyone. They beat us because they were a more prepared team. So that's why I'm like, in my ratings for him, I view him more as a coach with 4 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. Because the Arrows one is difficult. He didn't have enough time. All he could tell these guys is that, hi guys, I'm Kevin Johnson. Kevin, that's Khalin. But yeah. So Kevin Johnson has had a fairly good start. We have to give him props. Props about Kevin Johnson. Defensively, we're looking more structured. Calm. Our players look ngathi telling a man's. Last year, when we had about others, we were just like all over. Let's get him. Fly. We were in Dizzaring, and then after 20 minutes of Dizzaring, Super Cartel. That was our team. But yeah, so in that, I'll say Kevin Johnson has done exceptionally well with the mentality of the players, how we're playing. I often even praised his training sessions, the one-on-ones, the drills, the two-sided. You can tell comfortability on the ball is getting there. It's not perfect yet, we know, but the boys are showing more authority on the ball. When you see Modi get the ball, turn, face the person. When you see Modi want the ball, Modi didn't want the ball beginning of the season. When you see Saile get the ball, run at defender straight, and the defenders are scared, you can tell, good, no man. And you know what happens? Sometimes they give Saile space, then they get scared, then they come close to Saile. But then Saile is starting to develop a game where he'll pass and go. And when he passes and go, he's more of a risk because he's already gone. So those things, the things of how our midfield is not perfect. This is why I wanted to say this for Kevin Johnson. We really, 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 really need to find a way for Kevin Johnson, right? For Kevin Johnson to... So yeah, that's what I want to say about Kevin Johnson, is that there's a lot of things, man, that he has done right. What he has done wrong, I want to add this part, is that, not that he's done wrong, but I feel like he needs players. I have said, I don't think the players we have, especially in our midfield, are at the standard. And what I'm scared of, this is the thing I'm scared of the most. we can't keep relying on Matt. Why? Matt is a hard worker. Let's go find another hard worker that is better than Matt. Matt can't be the only player in the league who is the heartbeat of a team and who has the work rate that we need, because we're relying too much on Matt, and Matt is not the solution for everything. He also needs to get substituted. And the midfield, Kevin Johnson deserves a number 10. This is my thing. I may not be right. There's a lot of players who are good in the league right now. I still say this. I think we need to let go of Gonzalez, find another proper striker. And yeah, we need another striker that is going to support our current striking force. Ranga is fine, but we haven't played it to the strength of Ranga. And unfortunately, our system doesn't allow that. Because why am I saying that? In order to play Ranga, you kind of need to play a second striker at number 10. Sometimes that is easier to do, but the number 10 in our structure has more responsibility. They can't just be that David Khatebe, number 10, who can end up playing as another striker. They have a responsibility to close down in the middle as well. So your team has to function well. So I still believe this thing of Kevin Johnson not wanting players is not a good thing for him, especially. Yes, he's an interim coach. He can't make decisions. How can you say I want players when you're not a coach? You're an interim coach. But we really need to make moves. And I feel like Kevin Johnson may be the right person to find us the right player in the league who is worth it. Because we keep... I think our scouting department is very poor. We're not signing capable players. We're not signing players who are right here. Ningo Mashe even said it in one of the interviews he had. He's like, Chiefs have... The scouting department's biggest issue is that they don't have the people who can select the right players. So that's Kevin Johnson. The bad is that I still his decision-making sometimes in the game. For an experienced coach, my biggest flaw with Kevin Johnson is this. My biggest flaw, and one of the members mentioned, I'm going to get to it actually, is that his mentality as a coach and his krach, I don't know how to explain it, but it's not the one. Set pieces. Oh, I forgot to mention this yesterday. Set pieces. Oh, yo, set pieces, Baba. How many corners and free kicks did we have yesterday? We did the same thing. Ngobo went there, useless free kick. Dupree went there, can't clear the first man. All these guys can't clear. It's either when they clear the first man, the ball goes that side and it's a throw-in. Or it goes out for a goal kick. Guys, we have Msimango. We have Dove who can header. We have tall strike Gonzalez when he's there. We have Ranga when he's there. We have all these players. Nklanti when he's in the game. We have all these players who have good heading ability. Good heading ability. Even worse when we're playing with Abu Ditlog. But them set pieces, we just say, I know, guys. No, man. Angvumi. How do we not practice the most easiest thing to practice? Set pieces. What is set pieces? Don't do one thing all the time. Don't go there and say, Dupree, just knock it in. It doesn't work. So why don't you change it? Do short corners. Try a different angle. Do short corners, guys. Let's be creative. Let's not just kick one way. Even the players in the box, don't just stand. What did Stuart Baxter do the season he won? The players used to do this thing where they stand in the line at the back, and before the cross would go in, they would all run. Pirates had this scheme where they have two players run first before the ball is kicked to confuse the defenders follow them. Then they run back. When the defenders want to follow them coming back, the two go in. Goal. Supersport uses set pieces. Sundowns uses set pieces. Chiefs has taller players than possibly Supersport and Sundowns, but we can't use set pieces. How is this possible? How do you go to train? How do you leave a training session without learning set pieces? It shocks my mind that players, I blame both the coaching staff and the players. You can't leave training, guys, as players and not find different ways to do a set piece. You can't do one thing. And my thing is that they also rely too much on Dolly. When Dolly is there, he hits good set pieces. Then they think everyone else is there. Let me tell you one thing. If Solomons is not in the game, the only 2-3 other people who can kick solid free set pieces is Dolly, Solomons, and Mdu Shabalala. Those are the 3 people who can kick proper set pieces, corners, etc. direct, and we have a chance. Only 3 people. The rest are not at the standard. I don't care what you say when I say about Dupree. Dupree is not at the standard of a set piece take. So if Dolly is not there, Mdu Shabalala is not there, and Solomons is not there because they're on the bench, what must you do? Don't just kick direct. It's not working. Do short things. Dupree go and sit there with Unobo. Unobo stay in. Then when the set piece is about to go, run to the corner. Dupree will pass you. Pass Dupree. Shoot. Do something, guys. Just kick it. We keep kicking. It doesn't go past the first man. First man. Every time the near post, I'm wholly in near post. Like me, guys, I played soccer. You don't do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again and expect miracles. It is mind-boggling how these guys think sometimes. And I blame coaching, I blame players. In my blame scale, 70% is coaching, 30% is players. Why do I say that? The coaches are there to think for the players, because the players can't think for themselves. 30% is the crack. The thing of saying, we can't keep doing the same thing, guys. Kunin is Kaba. Let's change it up. I think the short corner lap as one. In a game. Anyway, next people I want to talk about is Dupree. Dupree, I prefer him as a number 9. Why? There is no number 9 right now who is as good as Dupree. What did Dupree do for us? Dupree, I want to make you guys understand. Gonzalez played 45 minutes. Ranga plays when he starts about 65 minutes, and then Ranga came in the game and also played. Let me tell you what is the difference. Actually, let me just go to yesterday's game. Gonzalez played 45 minutes. Dupree played about 20 minutes or so as a striker. Then Ranga came in and played the last maybe like 15 minutes or 20 minutes as a striker. Dupree in his 20 minutes as a number 9 created more opportunities and more pockets in the game for us than Ranga and Gonzalez combined. Dupree would go out, run behind defenders, create space for Unobo or Mad to sit in a pocket, occupy a pocket, because these guys have to focus, the center backs have to focus on Dupree. Sometimes when Dupree would go out and see it's not working, going behind the strike, he would come back, drop, they would pass him the ball, and then there would be someone following up for the next pass. Dupree was creating spaces. Saile got chances. Why? Why did Saile get chances? In the box alone. Why? The defenders had to focus on Dupree. Dupree was always in the box. Dupree was always giving them problems. So the moment they lost concentration, they kicked it over Dupree, past Saile could have scored. Then what happens is that Dupree takes away defenders. It opens a space for Modi. Modi is dilly-dallying, and then he shoots, he misses. Dupree opens pockets in the game that Gonzalez and Ranga can't do consistently. One thing I'll blame Kaizer Chiefs fans about. Ranga scored yesterday, and someone told me, good, yeah, Ranga's a top striker. Yeah, Ranga's a top. Guys, have you watched Ranga at Morumo Gallants? How did Ranga score goals at Morumo? You tell me. This is exactly how Ranga scored goals at Morumo Gallants. Long range shots and headers. This season he can't score headers, I don't know. But we all can see he used to score long range. This thing of scoring tap-ins, what. So let me ask you. If now he joins a team that is trying to create positions for a player to score tap-ins, to score goals where they're running onto the ball, who are they playing that new system for? Because Ranga has shown good he can't play that kind of game. Ranga is a snapshot striker. He doesn't want to think about anything. He doesn't want to have to carry the ball. Ranga doesn't want to have the ball. He wants you to pass him where there's space so he can see the keeper. Fata. That is what Ranga wants to do. So what am I saying is this. Chiefs does not play Ranga ball. So if Chiefs does not play Ranga ball, how do you expect Ranga to succeed? You can't. So who is the best player to play there? Dupree. Why? Because he plays the Chiefs way. Not the Chiefs way that Kevin Johnson and all of them have been preaching. But I'm saying how Arthur Zwane has played, how Molefe Ntsiki has played, and how Kevin Johnson has been playing. Yesterday's goal. Was there any clear build-up, or was it Matt just kicking it? Sahile just passing it. Sahile didn't know who he was passing. He passed it into a dangerous area. And it happened to find who? Ranga. But after Ranga scored, tell me guys, after Ranga scored, what did he do? Did he create space? Did he open spaces for us? Did he take another shot? Did he find space for himself to score another shot? It's because you guys see one nice thing and you think someone is perfect. Last week's game, I told you guys Ngcobo was playing nonsense except for the goal. A lot of you were saying, people were thinking, I'm hating Ngcobo. And I said, no, I don't hate Ngcobo. But you can't use one thing he did right in the game to think his 90 minutes was good. It was not good last week against Richards Bay. It was terrible actually. He was not doing enough. This game yesterday, what did Ngcobo do? His game was exactly like his game against Richards Bay. So tell me, when Ngcobo scores, he's a genius. When he doesn't score, he's useless. No, he was useless against Richards Bay. He just scored a goal. And a spectacular goal. Ranga, he scored a spectacular goal. But what did he do in the game? Nothing. So, like, why are we lying to ourselves? I'm not saying Ranga is a bad striker. I'm just saying he's not what we need right now until we figure out a way to play to his strength, which you can't do overnight. There's a system. The system does not support that player. The system we are playing now does not support a striker who is just going to hold up play. We don't play that system. Why? Because they don't know how to hold up play properly and they're too slow to get into the box. So, if I hold up play as a big striker who is slow, I hold up play, I pass the ball wide, it goes wide. Now the ball is with Modi on the wing. Modi's first instinct is that I have to cross the ball into the box. Who is he seeing in the box? Dupree or Sahile? Who else would you want in the box in that moment? Gonzalez or Ranga? Where are they? They are still behind the Baba. Basa shy shot left. Basa jigzele namatamp. They don't play that system. But if Ranga is closer to the box and you pass him closer to the box, he will always be in the box because you're passing him by the box. But if you don't play a system where he's in the box, he will not be good enough. What do I mean by that? The players around need to work harder than Ranga. Ranga's focus must be the box. How does SuperSport United play Grobler? At his age, he's not the fastest player, but where is Grobler? 100% of the time. In the box, does Grobler have the pace to do the job that Ranga and them do? No, he doesn't. He's old. So Grobler's main thing is stay in the box. So what happens? Shandre Campbell, all these players, Lungu, what, they work overtime. What is that other, now I'm saying Manga Man. Maybe it is Manga Man. That center midfielder. Their aim is to work for Grobler. But when they pass Grobler, he's close to the 18-yard area. He's close to the box. So if he's going to lay it back, he just has to run behind, he's in the box. If he has to lay it wide, he's just by the box, so he's in the box. But if you pass Ranga close to the halfway line, when will he get to the box? When you have Dupree and Sahile and Modi who are faster than him and are going to get to the box way faster than this guy, and he will never get there. That is why Castillo is always in the box, because he's faster than Ranga. But anyway, now let me get to Ngcobo and Zwane. And this is my final thing. It's going to be long, I did say. Ngcobo and Zwane, guys, pick up your socks. Do Shabalala, pick up your socks. Our youngsters, pick up your socks. Zwane, angeke ungene fielding so. Zwane angeke udlale so. Zwane, angekudlale so. How are you going to adjust to the tempo of the game? Zwane. Nangu Zwane. This goes to development. Our structures in development are so poor that we accept these things. In DDC, if you go back to the DDC where Zwane was playing, he was playing the exact same way he's playing right now for the senior team. So ask me, in Zwane's mind, what has he done wrong? Because he's playing the exact same way he played in the DDC. But who does he play in the DDC? Unstructured, uneducated young boys who are like him. Nabo badlala the same way. Badlala the same way. And then when they get to the first team, that hey, when a sugar lapon, hey, when then they can't. I need basafu no. Because and then when it gets to the first team, you are the ntwana. So, development people, I want to tell you this. You need to simulate first team football in development. Don't simulate youngster football in development. What do I mean by that? What you expect from Matt in the first team, Sam Kelozwane should be doing in the DDC or sit bench. He should not be playing because he's talented. He should be playing because he's doing the basics right. That is the purpose of development. In development, you don't play the youngest, the most talented player. In development, you play the players who are showing the most commitment to doing the things that they meant to do right. Then it forces the talented players to do the same thing. That is all I am saying. When you're in development, Dushabalala, you are not just a striker, you are a midfielder. Come back. In development, coming back. Obrigado, Mfundo Villagaz, when you're in development, come and defend. Don't just think you're a striker and then you are Messi. You're not a star. In development, you don't mark, you get out, go sit bench. If you don't do X, Y, Z, because go first team against so. When they get that into their heads, when they get to first team, they won't have to learn it. Now, Ngobo, 24 years old, has to learn how to defend. Samkelo Zwane, 21 years old, has to learn how to position himself as a defensive midfielder, which he was playing as a DDC, and needs to know how to defend, which he was playing as a DDC, he was playing a defensive midfielder. Mashiane has to learn how to be a left back, which he was playing at the DDC. How is he learning to be a left back when he was playing left back at DDC? Samkelo Zwane needs to know how to, Sabelo Khatev needs to learn how to protect the ball when doing runs, not just kick and run. But was he not doing the same thing in DDC? It's just that he was playing people as inexperienced as him. Anyway, fans, Daniel Ishmael Duma, you mentioned that I mustn't criticize and fans are causing damage. Daniel, you are wrong. We do not criticize. We buy Chiefs merchandise. We fill Chiefs stadiums. We buy Amazimba. We support when people attack Chiefs on social media. We fight for our team. We do all of those things. So when someone does nonsense, we must call him out. Right now, Daniel, if it was up to you right now, basically saying we must not criticize, management would not have fired Molefintseki. If it's up to you, Daniel, based on what you're saying, that we must not criticize, we cause damage. You said we cause damage. If we must not criticize these guys, let me tell you what would happen. Molefintseki would be the coach until now. They would be firing him now. Game 15 and 16, firing him now. That is what I'm trying to tell you. Is that we also play a part in the success of the team, in voicing our opinions, etc. Yes, we don't condone violence and all of those things, but don't think that just because you're a fan, you must be happy and smile. No, you pay money. I've been saying, Guti, most of the Chiefs fans earn minimum wage. They earn less than 3,000. But they still find a way to keep a 100 rand by a stadium. Some people walk to FNB. Some people buy a hitchhiker to go to FNB to support their teams. Will Chiefs give you money when someone hijacks you, steals your phone, trying to get to the game? No, because it's up to you. So what does that mean? Fans do everything they can do to support their team. That has an 8-year drought. But when a team has an 8-year drought, people tell the fans, "Guti, you guys are the problem." Did the fans hire Steve Compeller for 3 years? A coach who had not won anything. Anything. Did the fans hire Molefe, a coach who has not won anything? Did the fans hire Arthur Zwane, a coach who has not won anything? I supported Arthur Zwane, but then let me tell you how the sense I'm talking about. You hire Arthur Zwane because you believe in his philosophy. Then you hire Dylan Shepherd. Two people who have never coached. If you support in Zwane, bring an assistant who has more experience to support Zwane's journey. Because Zwane does not have PSL knowledge as a head coach. Even now, I'll even go as to say, Kevin Johnson, what is he going to do with Dylan Shepherd? I like Dylan Shepherd very much. But what do I want from Dylan Shepherd? You know what I want from Dylan Shepherd? I want Dylan Shepherd to leave Kaizer Chiefs and go coach in the NFT. I want Dylan Shepherd to leave Kaizer Chiefs and go coach a DSTV Premiership team. Gain experience as a head coach, then he can be the assistant to Kevin Johnson. He will have experience, game time experience of having to make impulse decisions when everything's on your shoulders. He does not have that experience. So what does Kevin Johnson need? I even wrote it down here. Kevin Johnson needs a striker coach, a set piece coach, and a new assistant in order for what he's building to make sense. He needs a striker coach, a coach who's amazing at set pieces, and a new assistant who will have more ideas to put in the game. What does that mean? I was telling someone the other day that a lot of people give Pitso praise for what Sundowns has done. But let me tell you something. The Sundowns you see playing today and with Pitso did not play like that at SuperSport. So ask yourself, who played like the Sundowns we are watching today? Who played like that Sundowns? I'll tell you, Golden Arrows. The Sundowns we are watching today is playing a more polished and structured version of Golden Arrows of Manqoba Nciti. So what does that mean? Pitso brought in Manqoba Nciti to provide the playing style. Pitso provides the structure and etc. Manqoba Nciti helps them figure out how he got our Richard Henyekani to play that one-touch, control possession, know how to defeat. And then Pitso comes on top, he puts structure on that gameplay. When Pitso comes and puts structure on that gameplay, make sure you sign the right players, make sure the youth structure is right, make sure the coaching is right. What happened? You are playing with the core Manqoba Nciti system that is run by Pitso and now run by Rulani. And the machine is going now. But at the heart, it's Manqoba Nciti. What am I trying to say to you? Dan Malisela. Bring in Dan. Bring him to do the core. Tell Kevin Johnson to bring the structure. Let them chini go. Tell Arthur Zwane, because you like Arthur Zwane so much. Tell Arthur Zwane to come and be part of the circle of that, if you like him that much, so he can understand how Dan Malisela plays and how Thing puts the structure. That is how you do it. But anyway, who am I? I'm just a fan. And then MP Mkwanazi says, Kevin Johnson is too soft. I agree with you. Kevin Johnson is very soft. Very, very soft. Kevin Johnson is soft. We don't need a soft coach currently. But what I'm trying to say is, if you bring someone with more bite as his assistant coach, why? Dylan Shepherd is soft. Kevin Johnson is soft. We need more bite in the assistant or the coaching position. If you like Kevin Johnson so much, bring an assistant with bite. Bring an assistant who will keep at this from the players. Build Bring that assistant who will keep at this. Make them work. Bring an assistant who will make them understand the badge. Kevin Johnson does not understand the badge. He understands how the badge was built from the outside, but he does not know how to get the heart out of the player. Because you can't be nice to players earning 100K and above. You need to make them want to beat Sundowns. You need to make them think money here at Kaizer Chiefs is not enough. You need to make them think that they are the best players in the world. You can't make them think Kevin Johnson is my father. Kevin Johnson's a family man. Amazing family man. But now we don't need a family man also. We also need that uncle who's going to tell you your ish. We need that as well. Just one good nyabem. Wozala. I'm not saying really slap. I'm just saying someone with authority. Someone we are scared of. To be like, hey, we need to get our things right because exactly. But when Kevin Johnson's there, Kevin. As long as Angasbone is a grand gents. And then Kwanazi further went to say, Pirates may go after Pizzo because they see that Rivero is slowing down. He's only a cup coach. Imagine if Pirates gets Pizzo. Hey, Mkwanazi, you shocked me with this one. I even wanted to cry on the inside. Because if Pirates gets Pizzo, I don't know. Why am I saying this? When Ndonjo was at Murumo Gallants asking to be sold, Chiefs let him go. We needed a defensive midfielder more than Pirates. But now imagine if Pizzo gets there. Imagine what he'll do with Rilebohil, Mfukeng. Imagine what he'll do with Lodge, Vincent Poole, Kim Vid, Munar. Imagine what he'll do with these guys. Transform them. They are now here, winning cups. Imagine when they're winning the league and shepherding Sundowns. We will be watching them because I Funuk Tang. Next one, my second last thing before I close. Preseason. I know this video is long, but I did say it's the last video of the year. Preseason is important. We have to win preseason. We have to do well, meaning that Kevin Johnson and his people need to come and treat it like another preseason Yom Shaba. They need to work their hardest in this preseason, grill the players, and possibly even bring new players. My opinion. Gonzalez must go. That is something I even wrote here. I said Gonzalez must go. Kevin Johnson needs to get the youngsters in the right frame of mind. We need Jensen in the team. I have said it. We need Udone Jensen in the team. Maybe he can play that number 9 role that we are crying about. We need him in the team. We need Pule to have proper competition. Pule's most proper competition is probably Donne Jansen. We need Obrigado to get into the team, to come up to speed, start getting 20-minute introductions. For Ngobo, because Ngobo is not doing anything there. It is an important thing. We need to release Gonzalez, find another striker. I don't hate Gonzalez. I just don't think he's what we need now as a brand of Kaizer Chiefs. Yeah, we need a deadly strike. We can't do favors. Unfortunately, we are at that stage. We have an 8-year drought. We can't make mistakes. We can't wait. Yes, we are building, but we can't wait. We can't wait for someone to decide they want to score. We can't wait for someone to decide they don't care about who's X, Y, Z when they're going to find the back of the net. We can't wait for someone to decide that. Mentally, I don't think Gonzalez is ready for Kaizer Chiefs, but mentally, I think Gonzalez would do well at a team like Cape Town City. There is less pressure, but they need a proper striker. They need a striker who is like Gonzalez to support Ukanyisa Mai. I think Gonzalez would do well at Cape Town City. I really do. Maybe even Amazulu. Kaizer Chiefs? I don't think so. Guys, the last thing I want to add is that, yeah, I did say preseason is important. It's important we get it right. But the last thing I want to add is that I am going to be launching the Get a Kaizer Chiefs keeper. It's for subscribers. I am still struggling to figure out how I'm going to select in the subscribers. But you know what? I may just select anyone who I feel like deserves. But at the same time, I want everyone to have a fair chance as a subscriber. So in that, I'm saying, please start commenting as much as possible. I want you guys to go in the comments and say you want the yellow one, the green one, the yellow one, the green one, the yellow one, the green. The more I see of you, the more I'll figure it out. But thank you for the support. Have an amazing 2024. Blessings on blessings on blessings. I wish you have an amazing year. And to the Kaizer Chiefs family, I know I always give Matt a hard time, but it's because I believe in what Matt can do. I just think he needs to tighten some screws. I believe in Matt. I believe Matt could be a top 5 midfielder in the PSL. I believe Matt could be in Bafana Bafana. If he just releases the negative side of his game, he must be confident. Place the balls in the right area. You're already an engine, but now control the engine room. Don't just be an engine. Control the car. Tell the car when to go. Tell the car when to cool down. Tell the car when to heat up. It's your role, and you can do it. To the Amakhosi faithful, thank you for the support. We're over 2K. And yeah, to everyone, I'll say have a good new year. Stay safe. Watch the fireworks and all of those things. And to Kaizer Chiefs itself, we have an 8-year drought, but here we are as Kaizer Chiefs supporters still fighting for your success. We buy your Mazimbas, your skippers and everything. We go to the Kaizer Chiefs village. We do marches to go to the village. We criticize you. We praise you. We criticize Bobby Kaizer Mtaung Jr. We criticize Kaizer Mtaung Sr. We praise Jessica Mutau. We praise Kaizer Jr. for bringing Kevin Johnson in. We have praised Bobby in the past for bringing Knowledge Musona in. We have praised him. Not everything you have done has been bad. There have been good things along the way. But let's ask ourselves, what has been more, good or bad? Right now, you're sitting at 80% bad and 20% good. You can't expect us to celebrate the 20%. What do I mean 20% good? Bringing Kama Billiard, bringing Dolly, good. Bringing Castro, trying, good. Bringing Dinkler, good. Good things. Bad. Molefinsek, not helping others one with the proper assistant, not hiring a striker coach, not finding a proper goalkeeper, proper left back, the wrong signings, Caleb, Agay, Koway, or whatever his name is. I can go on. The list is endless. Not managing the youth structures. Youth can't transition to first team. Why? It's not handled by management. What is my plea to management? It's time we get a more experienced mind in the Kaizer Chiefs management. Bobby and Kaizer Mtaung Jr. are exceptional. Exceptional Kaizer Chiefs members, loyalty to the core. But they are not good enough to take the Chiefs team to where it needs to be. But they're good enough to watch someone do it and keep that person accountable. They are children of a pioneer, of a boss. Sometimes as a boss, you need to know one thing. You can't control. You may not have the genius to take this team to the next level, but you can find someone who does. Maybe Pito. I don't know. If any of you have watched the reference of basketball, LA Lakers, Upas, that Bas guy, he took over the Lakers. He had the mind to make the Lakers a franchise team. He got the right players. He got the right coaching. And then after that, he wanted to make his sons the next owners, basically, of the team. But his sons knew nothing about, they didn't even care about basketball. But his daughter did, Jeannie Bass. But he preferred his sons to be coach, to head the team, because he felt that his daughter, he doesn't want his daughter involved in this. Right now, who is the boss of the Lakers? Jeannie Bass. The Suns are still part of the team, but they are not the bosses. Why? Genie knows the team better than the Suns. What am I trying to say? Sometimes the tough decisions is knowing that the Suns, Bobby and Kaizer, need to be owners. They need to step up into a higher position. Higher position is act like bosses and fire management. Make this person bring back the core of Kaizer Chiefs. Make this person tell you what signings will work. Make this person and redirect the philosophy of Kaizer Chiefs. When this person fails, fire him. Let him go. But right now, Law Petis Kwashan, we can't fire him because it's Bobby and Kaizer Mtaung June. Uya flop, uyamxosha kanjani. I like those guys. They are the core to the Chiefs next years. In the next 50 years, we will be talking about them as well because they are core to the vision of Chiefs. But being core to the vision is important in knowing your ability for the vision. Maybe your ability is to be the boss and hire management to run the heck out of that team. What does that mean? Patrice Motsepe and his son are the bosses. They don't interfere in the football because they allowed Pito to run the show. Pito brought the team to a big level, made them look successful. Now Patrice and his son, they work. His son was working African Football League. His team was going to collect. He has not done anything. Poster boy. That time, Bobby Mutaung, Kaizer Jr. have been in football longer than Patrice's son, but they're watching him from TV. That is all I have for this year. Guys, have a good year. I am proud of all of you. And if you had a bad year, me as well, I had a bad year. But if you had a bad year, next year is going to be a good year. And I believe in you and believe in yourself. And yeah, we're conquering in 2024. 2024 is not a year of sleeping and resting. 2024 is a year of working. You put your best foot forward and a lot will come your way. 2024 is for you. It's for you no matter what race you are. It's for you no matter what gender you are. 2024 will show us many things, but stay true to yourself. Amakhosi for life. Amakhosi Nation. That's it. What I have for today. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to do the analysis of the game that I usually do to show you improvements and faults. But for now, I'm signing out. Hooray! My kitty cat. Oh, shit!